For the first time in forever, we have a take two. I have to record a second take for these videos because I had two ideas for what I wanted to record, but sadly I just couldn't settle on one. But now I settled on my points. Today is November the 2nd of 2024. I don't know when this will come out, probably later in November, but or not later, like mid-November. But what I want to talk about today is something that I feel I need to reassure myself on too, which is that everyone has a plan and you should stay committed to yours. And if something doesn't feel like it's going your way, just stick along with it. Why am I saying this? Because college. So, to give a little experience or give a little context as to what I'm saying, um, when I was first going into schooling, I was going to a school that I loved so much. I loved this school. I loved going to the commute downtown for it. I loved the area around it. I loved the place itself. There was so much I loved about my school. It was amazing. But because of the program and because of COVID at the time, I wasn't able to go on campus that much. And when I did, I had to spend 24 hours on a project to submit it before the due date. And it was very stressful, my program. And I had to make a detour. I had to make a detour on my route. So I decided to switch programs. And after my first semester, I decided to switch programs. And after I tried applying to that university, they didn't accept me. And at first I'm like, okay, it's whatever. I'll just go to the college that like has the cheaper tuition and whatnot. And I'm in my third year now, and I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna post this later, or I don't even know. I mean, okay, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post this and commit to what I'm saying because, like, I'm not gonna get booted from the program. But to be honest, I would have loved to stay at my previous university. I would have loved to. Like the reviews, the area, the place, the people, and like the location, it was all just perfect for me. It was all perfect for me. This school is very out of the way, and the work isn't really fitting to my workflow and what I'm trying to learn from my program, which is kind of upsetting. It solely feels like for the next year and a half now, I'm solely going to be, or no, next year and like, yeah, next year and a half now, that I'm only going to be doing this just to get a degree. That's kind of how it feels. And I don't know, in some ways, every single time something goes wrong, the more and more I feel I absolutely made a complete mistake. But another thought comes into my head as I'm thinking about this, which is that I probably would not be recording this if I wasn't comfortable in my position. Like, I've worked hard to be where I am right now, and this isn't me trying to like garner sympathy. It's just after my hard work, after doing the work that I did, I decided for the past 2 or 3 years to like kind of relax, like chill out. I used to think about big YouTube dreams, but they weren't something super big. It was just like I'd read my manga sometimes and I'd just like play with my Rubik's Cube and do my daily work, my daily grind. But besides that, I was never uploading YouTube videos consistently. I tried to force myself, but I was just way too comfortable. But in some ways, now that I'm in a program that makes me very uncomfortable and the work is very uncomfortable and it doesn't make me feel good, I'm honestly thinking now that it's a big reason for me to continue with YouTube because I want to find an escape. I want to find an escape from the life that this school is giving me and what school is telling me will come. They tell me that I have to spend hours on transcoding, editing, and using an editing software I don't enjoy and stuff like that. To me, it's like I can't live a life where I do that. Like I won't be happy with myself not being able to put myself out there and make other people happy. But the whole reason why I'm recording this too, and I have even more projects to do tonight, which is so dumb. But like what was I gonna say? Um, what I wanted to say was that if you're ever doubting your progress or your process or anything that's going on, and I still am very upset with how things turned out, and you're allowed to be upset, but if you're doubting it, don't ever doubt your process because everything that happens for a reason. And that might just be me being like superstitious, but again, like I said, there's two ways I can look at this, especially in my perspective. Either one, I can look at it as I absolutely took an L on my college, or not on my college, or like where I went to school, or I can say there was a reason why I went here. I turned this L into a lesson. I went here to learn this skill so that way I can do this thing. You know what I mean? I'll give a Pokemon example. There was a Pokemon in the gyms recently because I play Pokemon Go. There was a Pokemon in the gyms that I want the special variant of, a special color of, and I was so upset that everyone around me was getting it and I wasn't, and I was just grinding it and grinding it and grinding. Eventually, I did. It sucked, but eventually I did. On like the 64th one, I did it. But I got all this experience and candy and stuff from it. So when I got a really good one, I powered it up and I did amazing, like battling with it. So if I didn't do all that, I wouldn't have had a Pokemon to battle with. I bet that's like a example that makes absolutely zero sense for people who don't play Pokemon or Pokemon Go, but it's just like, you know, I feel like everything has a way to be flipped. I feel like there's a way that if anything negative is happening in your life, you can try and become an opportunistic person and turn it into something new and different, you know? Like there's so many ways to look at like the negativity in my or someone else's life and try to flip it. You know, but that's kind of what I'm trying to say here. It's that don't doubt the negativity in your life. Don't doubt your mistakes. Don't doubt your lessons. That's a video I posted just a while back. It's like, not posted, but like scheduled a while back. It's like don't feel like you can't learn. Don't feel like you can't make a mistake. That's how I felt. I felt like I couldn't make a single mistake, but everyone just wants to hide the fact that they make mistakes. So don't feel like you are the one that's solely making mistakes and everyone else isn't. You're just as good as everyone else. It's just everyone else wants to seem better because you know we have one life. We don't want to feel like shit. But yeah, point is that if anything's going on in your life where you feel like you're doubting your progress or you're doubting where you are, don't doubt where you are. As long as you work hard and set your heart aligned with what you want to do, you will make it, okay? But you just have to be patient and you just have to go through the shittier times because the shittier times breed the greater times. That's what I'm trying to say here. With me going to this college that I'm not enjoying as much, I'm going to breed something great out of my life from it, all right? I'm going to record my next video. Hope everyone has a great evening whenever you watch it. Peace out.